Leclerc wins, Norris penalised, and Ferrari blow the Constructors' Championship wide open. Let's get into it. Welcome back to On Track GP. The United States Grand Prix at the Circuit of the Americas delivered drama, controversy and some seriously impressive driving. From Ferrari's unexpected dominance to a nail-biting battle for the final podium spot, this race had it all. So buckle up because we're diving deep into the action from Austin. Let's start with a quick overview. Ferrari shocked everyone with a dominant 1-2 finish, with Charles Leclerc taking the win ahead of teammate Carlos Sainz. But the real story unfolded behind them as Lando Norris and Max Verstappen battled it out for the final podium spot in a controversial finish that had everyone talking. We also saw some stellar performances further down the field and a few disappointments too. From impressive rookie drives to seasoned veterans struggling, this race had more storylines than a Netflix series. We'll break down the key moments, analyse the championship implications and look at how this result might shake up the pecking order as we head into the final stretch of the 2024 season. So let's get into it and unpack all the excitement from COTA. So the race as it happened unfolded with unexpected drama right from the start. As the lights went out, pole sitter Lando Norris got a poor launch. Max Verstappen seized the opportunity with an aggressive move, but it was Charles Leclerc who emerged as the surprise leader, making a brilliant start from second to snatch first place into turn one. Verstappen's forceful start pushed Norris wide, a move that went unpunished by the stewards, but set the tone for their battle later. As the race settled, Ferrari's pace became evident. Leclerc maintained his lead while his teammate Carlos Sainz moved into a strong second place. The Ferrari duo's impressive tyre management allowed them to control the race from the front, a stark contrast to their struggles earlier in the season. Meanwhile, drama struck further back as Lewis Hamilton started from a lowly 17th, spun out on lap 5, ending his race prematurely and dealing a blow to Mercedes Constructors' Championship hopes. The real excitement, however, came in the closing stages. Norris, running a longer first stint, found himself with fresher tyres and hunting down Verstappen for the final podium spot. Their battle culminated in a controversial overtake at turn 12, where both cars ran wide but Norris emerged ahead. The steward's subsequent decision to penalise Norris would prove to be the talking point of the race, ultimately handing the podium back to Verstappen. Amidst the front-running drama, several impressive drivers went somewhat under the radar. George Russell executed a stellar recovery from the pit lane to finish 6th, while rookies Liam Lawson and Franco Colapinto both secured points. Let's take a quick look at how they finished. Charles Leclerc came in first, followed by Carlos Sainz, with Max Verstappen rounding out the podium. Although Lando Norris finished 3rd, took 4th place after a penalty, and Oscar Piastri finished 5th. George Russell in 6th. An underwhelming performance from Sergio Perez left him in 7th. Nico Hülkenberg took more points for Haas in 8th. 9th goes to Liam Lawson with a superb drive, and 10th was rounded out with Franco Colapinto. For the rest of the field, Kevin Magnussen finished in 11th in the second Haas, followed by Pierre Gasly in 12th for Alpine. Fernando Alonso could only manage 13th in a difficult race for Aston Martin, with Yuki Tsunoda 14th in the second RB. Lance Stroll finished 15th ahead of Alex Albon in 16th, who struggled with floor damage. The final 3 finishing positions were occupied by Valtteri Bottas, Esteban Ocon and Zhou Guanyu, and then there was the retired Lewis Hamilton. Notable performances include Lawson scoring points from 19th on the grid, a fantastic drive that showcased some serious talent and adaptability. Colapinto impressed on his way to more Formula 1 points, proving that Williams' faith in their young driver program is well placed. Hülkenberg continued his strong form, securing another points finish for Haas. On the flip side, Perez's 7th place finish in the championship leading Red Bull will raise even more questions about his future with the team. Once again, Norris versus Verstappen is a big talking point of the race, the battle and the aftermath. It all started at the first corner where Verstappen made an aggressive move on Norris, forcing him wide and dropping him to 4th. Norris and McLaren felt hard done by, arguing that Verstappen had pushed them off the track, but the stewards deemed it a racing incident. This decision set the stage for what would certainly unfold as more drama later on. Fast forward to the closing laps and we saw a role reversal. Norris, on fresher tyres thanks to a well-executed strategy by McLaren, was hunting down Verstappen for that final podium spot. The tension was palpable as Norris closed the gap lap after lap. With just a few laps to go, Norris made his move at turn 12. Both cars ran wide in a heart-stopping moment, but Norris emerged in front. The McLaren garage erupted in celebration, thinking they secured a crucial podium in their championship fight. However, the celebration was short-lived. The stewards soon announced a 5-second penalty for Norris, citing that he had gained an advantage by leaving the track. This decision flipped the result, handing the podium back to Verstappen and relegating Norris to 4th. The contrasting emotions in the Red Bull and McLaren garages were evident, with the incident sparking intense debate about the consistency of stewarding decisions and the nature of hard racing in Formula 1. So why did Norris get penalised? According to the stewards, Norris wasn't alongside Verstappen at the apex of the corner, which meant meant he'd lost the right to the corner under the driving standards guidelines. By leaving the track and returning in front of Verstappen, Norris was deemed to have gained a lasting advantage. The stewards did note that Norris had little choice but to leave the track due to Verstappen's proximity, which is why they imposed a 5-second penalty instead of the usual 10 seconds. It's a decision that has sparked a lot of debate among fans, drivers and team principals alike. This incident raises questions about the balance between allowing hard racing and enforcing track limits. Some argue that Norris was simply racing hard and that the penalty was too harsh, while others believe the rules were applied correctly. It's a complex issue that highlights the challenges of maintaining consistency in race control decisions, especially in high-stakes situations. This debate is likely to continue and could potentially influence how similar incidents are judged in future races. While all eyes were on the Verstappen-Norris battle, Ferrari quietly put in a statement performance. Their 1-2 finish was a reminder of just how quick they can be when everything clicks together. Leclerc's win, his third of the season, moves him to within 22 points of Norris in the fight for second in the Drivers' Championship, adding another layer of intrigue to these final races. And could he take Verstappen as well? More importantly for the Scuderia, they've closed the gap in the Constructors' Championship. They're now just 8 points behind Red Bull for second place and 48 behind leaders McLaren. With 5 races to go, Ferrari has thrown its hat back into the ring for a late title push in both championships. This resurgence is a testament to Ferrari's in-season development and could set up a thrilling three-way battle for the Constructors' title. The performance in Austin showcased Ferrari's improved tyre management and race pace, areas where they have struggled in the past. If they can maintain this form in the remaining races, we could see a significant shake-up in the championship standings. It's a reminder of how quickly fortunes can change in Formula One and sets the stage for an awesome finish to the 2024 season. Now it's time for our winners and losers from this weekend's Grand Prix. Up first, our losers. Lewis Hamilton spun out on lap 5, costing Mercedes valuable points in a rare error, although Toto Wolff has said that it wasn't his fault. Sergio Perez finished a distant 7th in a championship-leading Red Bull, intensifying speculation about his future. Could Lawson take his seat? Alpine failed to score points with both cars outside the top 10, highlighting their ongoing struggles this season. Aston Martin, Fernando Alonso's 13th place finish represents a significant step backwards for the team. Alex Albon struggled with floor damage and finished behind his rookie teammate, a disappointing result for an experienced driver. But now it's time for the big winners from the weekend. Charles Leclerc took an opportunistic win, showcasing Ferrari's improved form and his own racecraft. Liam Lawson continues to impress, scoring points from 19th on the grid with an excellent overtaking and tyre management performance. George Russell executed a stellar recovery drive from the pit lane to 6th, maximising the potential of his Mercedes. Franco Colapinto scored points with what looked like a very mature drive, outperforming his more experienced teammate. Nico Hülkenberg secured a points finish for Haas, continuing his strong form and boosting the team's constructors' standings. So to wrap this up, the United States Grand Prix was a race that had it all. Ferrari's resurgence has blown the Constructors' Championship wide open. The controversy between Norris and Verstappen will fuel debates about racing rules and consistency in their application. Impressive rookie performances from Lawson and Colapinto hint at a bright future for the sport. And the shake-up in the championship standings sets the stage for a thrilling conclusion to the 2024 season. With 5 races to go, there's still everything to play for, from the battle for the titles to the fight for crucial positions in the midfield. It's clear that this Formula One season is far from over and is set for a fantastic finish. So what did you think of the United States Grand Prix? Did COTA deliver? Do you agree with the steward's decision on Norris, or do you think it was too harsh? And what about Ferrari's comeback? Can they challenge for the Constructors' title in the remaining races, and can Leclerc challenge Verstappen? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe and hit that notification bell to stay up to date with our latest F1 content. We've got plenty more analysis coming your way as we head into the final stretch of the season. That's all from Austin. Keep the pedal to the metal, and I'll see you in Mexico.